Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Had a little technical difficulties there on the promo. So we're going to end the promo early. But tonight, we're here at Talladega for some 5150 Xfinity Series racing. Quick shout out to all our sponsors here on board right there. Take a look at them. We got Donut Box, Naughty Tales, Highline Paint Shop, Q&J Show, Firestone, and the one and only Hutchinson Motorsports. But we're going to take that off here. And right now, you're going to see our racers out here. We're on the track. We're practicing right now. We got about 13 minutes left to practice. Pretty good field here tonight. Talladega, always a popular track to run. They say anybody can win it, but it's not true. Not anybody can win it here. Looking through the board, though. Let's switch it. Oh, yeah, I don't like that angle. Yeah, we'll take a look here. We'll let it switch for us. Looking at the board, I'm going to pull up our quick times. Right now, Cody Curran on the quick time spot, number 79 with a 51.05. Your 5150 Xfinity Series quick time at the moment. Once again, we got about 12 minutes left, though, but we'll see if Cody can hang on. Right now, we're watching the BCI drivers try to not dump each other. I will say, though, we just finished a Super Speedway Series race in the 93 car of JT Tinker. He was junked by the one and only Blake Hutchinson. I junked him coming to the checkered. Sorry about that, JT, you know. It was either lift and slow down, or it was junk you, so fortunately you got junked. But next time, I'll try and think twice about it. And they're blowing by, who's that? That's probably Carson George. Blowing by in BCI cars, Team BCI, they're flying around the speedway. But looking through the field, though, Ivan DeChance actually in the second spot, followed by JT Tinker, Aaron Poplin, Frank Gatz. But a big shout-out, though, Matt Sharp. It sounds like he's got some family down at Talladega in real life. Talladega Avenue, watching live right now on the big screen. Be prepared, though, ladies and gentlemen, because if Matt Sharp makes a mistake, I am going to roast him. So you better be ready for it. Speaking of the devil, let's switch to a Matt Sharp. We're gonna zoom in close for the family. There he is in the number 45, Matt Sharp. He's swerving around. There he is, your family member. If you're watching, put in the chat a comment. You're rooting for Matt Sharp. And he junks it. Get ready, folks. That's what Matt's going to do tonight, folks. He's going to be junking that car. 45 monster car. There he is. Let's switch it up, though. Who else we got out here? We got Brian Samara right here. We're just watching him, though. How about steady hand Frank Warner? He's got a brand new wheel and pedal set, I believe. Should be fast, honestly. Probably going to speed him up out there. Frank Warner, let's hop on board with him in the cockpit view. Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view. Frank Warner using that new wheel. Look at that wheel offset he's got, folks. Lying around the bottom. Trying to get used to things here. Once again, we got about 10 minutes left here till the race starts. We're going to pull up some music for you. This is Hutchinson Motorsports patented music, ladies and gentlemen. The best of the best. We do not cut corners when we make music. Enjoy. And watch the action. I'll be back shortly. We are just about to wrap up practice here. Jump right into qualifying here soon. But please take a moment, check out our chat. We do have a poll in the chat. Question is, who's going to win it tonight? We got some new options here tonight. Our options, we got Steady Hand Frank Warner. We got Cody Curran. We got Bad Fast Bobby Hadaway. And of course, Matt Sharp. Matt Sharp said he's going to have family watching. I'm not sure if I believe it. If he does, his family definitely doesn't think he's going to win because Matt Sharp has yet to get a single vote. So if you're Matt Sharp's cousin or friends, family friends out there, Talladega Avenue real life watching, put a little vote in the chat. Support your buddy Matt Sharp. Family or not, if you think he's going to win it, give him a vote. Throw something in the chat while you're at it. Let us know you're watching. I personally think Matt's going to junk it, but that's just me. Looking through the board here. Looks like we missed the results. Sorry about that. I believe Chad White was our quick time for practice. So Chad White's going to be your 5150 quick time. Chad White. That's just for practice, though, folks. So we're going to jump into qualifying right now. Our racers are going to get 2 laps to go around the speedway here. We're going to swap around here. See who's hitting the track. Lucas Domini here. Finally back in the Premier Series. Had a little stint there. Got into some accidents and was demoted to the Probation Series. But he stuck with it. Worked his way up. And he's back here tonight, folks. Lucas Domini did win Daytona, actually. So he does have a super speedway win here with the series. We're going to see if he can pull it off again. Was it a fluke? I don't know. We'll see. We got Hunter Terpstra hitting the track. Chad White, your practice quick time. He's already ready to go. Running, ripping the wall right there. Chad White letting it eat. We're going to see what he's got for us. Uh-oh, looks like Matt Sharp's family has started voting because Matt Sharp is now leading the poll. He's got 60% of the vote right now, folks. Just a few more minutes left. You better get your votes in before it's over because Matt Sharp's running away with it. Well, yeah, once again here, we're here for some Friday night Xfinity Series racing here with the 5150 Series. I'm Blake Hutchinson with Hutchinson Motorsports, your broadcaster. We're going to see what kind of action we got here. How many cars we got? Let's take a look. Let's take a quick look here. Got quite a few. It's not really showing me. I'm not going to count them all individually, so you know what? We'll do it this way. We'll do it the easy way. How about that? 26 cars signed in right now. We're going to see if that many hit the track, but not a bad number here for Talladega. There he is. Matt Sharp hitting the track. Fan favorite tonight. Family watching live in Talladega. They're in Talladega Avenue in the infield. Oh, we almost junked it on the qualifying lap. That would have been embarrassing. We're going to stay tuned right here. Let's hop in the Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view. See how nervous he is with his family watching. He knows his family and friends are watching. He's trying to gain as much speed as he can around the top of the first lap. No, he's not. That's what you're supposed to do, folks. Trust me. If you're at home, you're supposed to be ripping the wall the first lap. Try to get up to speed. But Matt Sharp doesn't care about speed. He thinks he can do it on talent. So he's going to be crossing the line here. No way he's near speed. His first lap's going to be junk. But there he goes here. Looking at the board. Let's go ahead and pull it up here. You know, our qualifying board never seems to work. But as you can tell, though, Carson George is your quick time sitter with a 53.22. I have a feeling that won't stay, though. We have a lot of drivers still to hit the track. You're going to see it all jumbled up. Our software does not like qualifying. Mixes it up a lot. Not going to work. We're going to give it up. We're going to leave the ticker up. It might eventually come through. I'll let you know what Matt Sharp's first lap is, but I'm telling you, folks, it's not going to be good. There is no way he was up to speed. But you never know. Coming to the front stretch here, Matt Sharp about to hit the trial. What's he got for us? Watching the board. Matt Sharp, that's going to put him in 4th right now. 4th place for Matt Sharp. That's going to drop him to 5th. He's dropping, folks. Frank Warner just hit 3rd. Carson George is still your quick time sitter. Let's hop on board with Frank Warner right here. Up, hang on. The ticker on the bottom says that's Matt Sharp, but it's not. Looks like it's frozen up, folks. It is still frozen up. Not good. We're having some issues with SDK. What's new? SDK software. I'm paying for... Who's the real sucker here, you know? SDK, I can say it sucks, but who is the sucker out here paying for it every month? It's me. For this junk software, half the time it doesn't work. That's all right. Let's stay on board here, Matt Sharp. Well, I might have just fixed it. Nope. Not fixed. But Matt Sharp, he's going to pull it in. Right now, he's sitting in 5th right now. You cannot read that. Once again, SDK software, it's terrible. But we're still qualifying right now. We still got a handful of racers to hit the track. Not going to go through the standings until everybody's done. Keep an eye here. Here's Matt Byers. Matt Byers has been on an absolute tear lately. He's the man. And hold on, folks. Since I'm up here in the booth, I'm going to crack open a cold one. It's nice and cozy up here, folks. We can drink whatever we want. This is why I don't race the Xfinity Series race. Not gonna lie, you know, I'm kind of the man out here in some super speedway races. I could be down there competing, but why would I do that? We're chilling, folks. We still got about 4 minutes or so left of qualifying. Oh, looks like the standings are finally working right now. Oh yeah, SDK is lagging, folks. It's lagging bad. Hopefully we don't have issues. But right now, Maverick Davis, 51.50. Quick time, 53.20. Maverick Davis sitting on top of the board right now. Not too many racers left. So sitting pretty for a 51.50 quick time. He was 1/100th of a second faster than Carson George. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Should be a close one. And we're watching the 59 car. He's going to pull it in. Who else is left to hit the track? Trying to see here. We might have some racers elected not to qualify. That's what it appears Team BCI is going to do. They're going to start in the back. They're going to put around the track nice and slow. Try to stay out of trouble. And in case you didn't know, Team BCI includes of Aaron Poplin, Brian Samara, and JT Tinker. So we'll go ahead and pull up some race info for you. We're here at Talladega. There we go. Talladega Super Speedway. Right now, you know, your temperature, it's in Celsius, so I hope you got a converter nearby because I have no clue. 23 degrees Celsius, 37% chance of rain. It's partly cloudy with a 7-kilometer-an-hour wind. How about that? The track is 4.27 kilometers long. And once again, we got about 26 racers signed in. Hopefully they can all make it. But we shall see. Once again, we got about 2.5 minutes until qualifying ends. 2.5 minutes. There's our standings on the board right now. They're all jumbled up because SDK sucks. But it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'll try to fix it. Nope, it's just not going to work. You're going to have to deal with it. You get what you get, folks. And that's what we're getting. We're getting some junk SDK software. And you got an idiot up in the booth paying for it. I'm paying $10 a month for this crap. What a joke. But while we're waiting, though, I guess we're going to play some patented music here. Hutchinson Motorsports. We wrote our own music. That's right. It's pretty cool. I'm going to let you hear it. How about this funky music? I switched the camera angle, but SDK won't let me, so this is what you get to see. Nothing. There we go. It's finally going to let me. dogs in the background. Ladies and gentlemen, I brought my dogs to the booth. They're barking at all these fans. 100,000 fans in the stands. And even more in the infield. And some of those in the infield are actually related to one of our drivers, Matt Sharp. Matt Sharp right now sitting in, let's see here. The ticker going to work for us? Let me take a look. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, it is. There it is. Matt Sharp sitting in 6th place. Not too shabby for Matt. Going to be a little laggy. Software's lagging. It's John. Got anything to say? Put it in the chat. We're keeping up with our fans out there. We're going to go ahead and end the poll. And Matt Sharp's the winner of our 5150 poll. 57% of the fans out there think Matt Sharp's going to take home the checkered for his family and friends. How about that? Looking through the chat now. Somebody asking if number 30's racing. I don't know. Franklin Gatz. Yes, he is. Frank Gatz is racing. Our racers are going to grid up. We're going to turn on this funky Hutchinson Motorsports music and we're going to get started. All right, let's see if we can finally look at the results, if SDK is going to cooperate. There we go. Let's zoom in a little bit for our racers. Give you a look of them. Hang on here, folks. Having some issues here, like always. All right. On the pole, we got Maverick Davis here. Hang on, let me change that up. There he is. Maverick Davis on the pole. Always fast here. Always a threat to win. Even at super speedways. Outside front row. In the 85 car, we got Carson George. In the 3rd spot, we have the practice quick time sitter, Chad White. In 4th, we got steady hand Frank Warner. How about Frank Warner with his new wheel sitting in 4th? Don't forget, though, Matt Byers. Matt Byers, he's been on an absolute tear this year. Winning left and right. There he is. And how about the fan favorite tonight? Fan favorite to win it in the Toyota, the 45 of Matt Sharp. Don't count out bad fast Bobby Hadaway. Bobby Hadaway sitting in 7th spot. We got Brianna 11 and 8. Followed by Ivan DeChamps, Chris Bishop, Cody Curran, Brandon Smith, Chris Vinson, William Baker, Franklin Gatz. Franklin Gatz's biggest fan is indeed in the chat. We appreciate that. We got Hunter Terpstra, who had a terrible lap. He was very slow. His fellow Canadian, Ross Johnson. We got 2 Canadians back-to-back. Hunter Terpstra out of Nova Scotia, Canada, and Ross Johnson in the 17th spot. Sitting in 18th, Lucas Domini, followed by Andrew Martin, 19th. We got Patrick Pruitt, Aaron Poplin, Brian Samara, JT Tinker, and Brian Treadwell to wrap up the field. Looks like we got about 24 cars that decided to hit the track. 2 of our racers decided not to. So we lost 2, but we still got 24. How about it? Our racers are going to get around the speedway, though. We'll be going green this next time by, I believe. Find a good camera angle. Those ain't going to cut it. We might have to go to the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. Our eyes in the sky, and the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. There it is. And the timing's messed up. Of course. Ignore the ticker, ladies and gentlemen. It's wrong right now. This has happened time and time again. First couple laps, SDK is just wrong. We're going to go ahead and hide that. Take those off. We're going to watch our racers go here. Let's see if I can take off. Yep, I can take that off. So they're going to bunch up. We got Maverick Davis on the pole, though, in the 39 car. He was outside. Carson George. Both put up great qualifying laps. They're going to kick us off here. But in tonight's race, we got, what, 55 laps, I believe. I believe it's 55 laps. No clue what the stages are. Nobody tells me anything up here. I'm winging it, and I'm drinking. And there we go. We see the RVs down there. I believe that's Matt Sharp's family there. The far left, you'll see that RV. Matt Sharp. There's his family. You can see him live rooting for him. Watching their boy hit the track. How about that? Talk about family support. That's awesome. Great to see. Family comes first. Oh, hang on. Working on some settings here. We're going to watch our racers go green here. Once again, we got Maverick Davis on the pole. He's going to take a screen. They're bunching up. And he's going to punch it any moment.
Green, green, green.
And the green flag's out. We are underway here at Talladega Super Speedway in the 5150 Xfinity Series race. It's Friday night. We're here to watch our racers draft. Clean so far. Entering turn one. Who's going to push it? Frank Warner in the 9 car in the second row outside. Getting awful close to that inside line. They're bunching up here. We're going to get a little closer to our racers as they fly by. The inside. Oh, we got one going to the infield there. He's going to lose a lot of ground, unfortunately for him. Not much else has changed, though. We're going to stay up front. What's going on? Carson George leading that outside line right now. Keep an eye out for Bad Fast Bobby Hadaway, though. Bobby Hadaway, he's sneaky. There they go. The 28 of Chad White jumps to the outside, making a run for the lead. Who's going to get it at the line? It's very important to lead this first lap. At the line, it's going to be the 28 of Chad White, your race leader after a lap. Still a long way to go, but it's got to feel great to lead that first lap. How about that push from the 44 car of Matthew Byers? Tell you what, Matthew Byers always a threat to win here. Any track, he's winning at super speedways. He's competing at the short tracks, the intermediates. He just wins races. We're going to hop on board with him. Going to the Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view with Matthew Byers in the 44. There he is, right on the bumper of the leader, Maverick Davis. How hard does he want to push him? We're going to find out. Coming out of the corner. Looks like he's trying to get by him. He's not just trying to ride around. A lot of guys like coasting around there, screwing around the first 20, 40 laps. Not Matt Byers. Matt Byers wants to win it on the first lap. He's the man. We're going to zoom out here. Still looking clean so far. Let's see how our boy Matt Sharp's doing. Not too hot, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Sharp, he's dropping. See if our ticker's working. It's kind of working. I don't know. It says Terpster's out. Okay, it's finally fixing itself, so we're going to leave it running here. Matt Sharp, he's back to 10th place right now, just so you know. But we're going to stay tuned here to our race leaders. Not much changing. Brianna Lavin has jumped out to the front spot of the outside lane. He's currently the race leader. See if she can cross the line at the lead. It's going to be close. At the line. It's going to be Brianna Lavin, our new race leader here. We're on lap 4. Lap 3 race leader goes to Brianna Lavin. She gets some bonus points, I believe. Well, yeah, we're sitting here, 55 lapper here. Looking through the field. We got Cody Kern sitting in 8th right now. Chris Vincent hanging in the back. Looking awful slow. Speaking of slow, let's look at Team BCI. Let's zoom in. Look at these guys back here. Get on the gas. There's team owner in the 53 car, Brian Samara, putting around the speedway. You got to keep minimum speed, bud. They might send you to the pits. If you don't pick it up, they might just send you to the pits, buddy boy. We'll see if they can figure it out, though. Going back to the lead, Brianna Lavin, still your race leader. Got Chad White right behind her in second place. Maverick Davis still hanging on to that bottom lane. He's comfortable down there. No reason to change. I do know, folks, we do have a stage. It's probably like the end of lap 20 or so. Just totally guessing. No idea. Let me know. That'd be great. But we're just going to keep an eye out here. We're staying clean. Staying clean, staying green. 5150 racing here. Let's hop on board with the Bad Fast Bobby Hadaway. Speaking of Bad Fast, unfortunately, I'm not seeing Mark Tremblay out there. Fan favorite Mark Tremblay in the Bad Fast 165 car. I believe he's missing his first race, probably in 2 seasons. He is definitely a regular here. Never really see him missing races. Hopefully everything's all right for the Bad Fast 165 car. But we're going to watch the other Bad Fast car. That's Bobby Hadaway. Bobby Hadaway, he's thinking of throwing it 3 wide. He thought otherwise. Probably a good move there because he would have junked 39. He'd have junked it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to zoom back out. We got a car stuck on the outside. That's Carson George. He might get freight trained out there, folks. See if anyone wants to let him in or join him. Not much help. Matt Sharp has worked his way back up to 6th for the family. For all the family watching, let's hop on board with him. Matt Sharp, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. He's the man tonight, the man to watch. He's basically the Chase Elliott of the league tonight. He brings TV ratings. He's the golden boy of the series. Matt Sharp, Blues out of Saratoga Springs, New York. Is that right? I don't know. I might have just made it up. Who knows? Let's take a look. Hey, I got it right. Saratoga Springs, New York. How did I remember that? The Bad Fast 45 Toyota, Matt Sharp. Well, he's been looking great the last few weeks here in the 5150 Xfinity Series races. Still sitting in 6th spot right now. We're going to zoom out. There go our racers. Let us know in the chat, who are you rooting for? Who's going to win this thing? Or who do you want to win this thing? Even if you don't think they're going to win it, who do you want to win? I'll tell you who I don't think is going to win it. Hang on, let me find him. I don't think William Baker's going to win it. Let's hop on board. He's my pick not to win it. In the 49 car, William Baker, he's hanging in the back. Boy, it's been a long time since William Baker has been in the front of one of these races. It'd be nice to see, but boy, he's been having some real trouble lately. I don't know if it's setup problems. I don't know if it's motor problems. Not sure what's going on in the 49's household, but things just aren't working out for him. He's been slow, but we're going to keep an eye on him. Right now, he's sitting in 11th. So we're going to zoom back out. We're going to go up in the sky to the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. That's right, folks. If you're new here, Hutchinson Motorsports did buy the Goodyear blimp. It was a very pricey purchase, but we were able to pull it off, and we did it. So we have the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp up in the sky. We got thousands of cameras installed around the speedway, about a dozen in each car, multiple throughout the track. We got a chopper, we got a blimp, we got everything out here, folks. Speaking of which, let's go to the chopper. Here's our chopper flying really low to the ground. That is a helicopter trying to keep up with these race cars, flying awful low. But that's not it, folks, because we also got a drone. Let me find it. The Hutchinson Motorsports drone. Where's it at? There it is, the Hutchinson Motorsports drone, keeping up with the race leaders. Awful close to the track. Thankfully, that air is not sucking the drone down and crashing it. But that's not the only drone we have, ladies and gentlemen. We got another one down here. Look at this. Look at this drone. It's all the way down to the ground, right in front of Brianna Lavin. It's definitely obstructing her vision, but we just simply don't care. Everything revolves around our fans at home, and we're going to do whatever it takes to get you guys a good camera angle. Whether it's junk in the field or not, I don't care if Brianna Lavin can't see. She probably just sees a big drone sitting in front of her windshield, but we just simply don't care. But let's switch it back over here. Let's go to our TV cameras. Hutchinson Motorsports TV camera. There go the racers, flying by. Lap 10 of 55. We're probably about halfway through stage 1. We got a car hung out in the middle of the dry. Who is that? Is that the Bad Fast Bobby Hadaway? I believe it is. Yep, it's the Bad Fast 02, and he's able to shut the door on Chad White. So he's going to fall up high here. That high line has lost a lot of momentum. High line is basically non-existent right now. Chad White trying to make a run on Hadaway. Wants to throw it 3 wide. Hadaway's throwing some nasty blocks, though. Go back up front here. How about Cody Kern sneaking his way up into 3rd? Cody Kern out of nowhere. Boy, it'd be great to see Cody with a great finish tonight. Cody's been struggling lately. But here at Super Speedways, you know, anything can happen. I'm not saying it doesn't take talent to win these races, because it does. But anything can happen, you know. You put yourself in the right position at the end, and anybody can win these races. But it's all about staying clean, staying in a good position. Cody Kern's done it so far. We're going to go up to the blimp. See how our racers are lining up. Inside line, definitely dominant so far. Here on lap 11, Brianna Lavin continues to lead the race. with the 39 of Maverick Davis right on her bumper. But I'm going to take a look here in the chat. We got any fans in the chat? No comments in the chat. You guys are being boring. Come on. Yeah, you got something to say. Put it in the chat. I don't care. I don't care if it's PG or not. If you want to call out a racer that you don't like out there, let us know. Let us know who you think's racing like an idiot. And I will relay the message. I'll let them know. Mid-race, hell. I'll pull them in the booth if you want me to. It's all about the entertainment factor here at Hutchinson Motorsports. That's all that matters. That's all we care about. You guys are entertained at home. It's a good day. Not much changing through the field, though. Lap 12 of 55. We're going to drop to the back here. Because our race leaders have decided to fall in single file. And we got one into the wall. The 49 gets into Chad White. And, not good news here. The 49 junking Chad White. Let's rewind it here. We're going to stay green, though. We're staying green, but we're going to rewind it. See what happened here. Let's slow it down. Yep, the 49 just shuts the door on the 28 and junks him. William Baker junking the 28. Chad White, who is your 5150 practice quick time. He's got a junk car right now thanks to that 49 of William Baker. We're going back live, though. Let's play it live. Going back to the leaders. Zooming out. Most of our racers were able to avoid the accident. How's Chad White doing? Let's take a look at Chad White. Where is Chad White now? There he is, a junk car with no help. He is just stranded right now. All thanks to this man right here, William Baker. Let's watch him. There he is, William Baker. You should be ashamed. A moment of silence for Chad White's car. All thanks to this man. There he is, folks, in the U.S. Army 49 car. I promise you, that move there isn't going to make anybody want to join the Army. And that's coming from an Army veteran. William Baker, you ought to be ashamed. Everybody, take a look at him. This man right here, ruining Chad White's day, junking his own car. Unfortunate. But we're going back up front here. Right now, our race leaders here, they're finally competing for some position. They're getting bored. It's time to go. We got the 45 of Matt Sharp. He's on the outside line trying to push for the family. Matt Sharp, can he get some help? That's Chris Vincent, his former teammate behind him. See if there's any bad blood. And we got a block thrown. The 71 of Brianna Lavin throwing the late block. Uh-oh. Into the wall, but they're able to save it. The 71 throwing a block. Probably a good move because Matt Sharp was coming, folks. We're going to stay tuned right here, though. Matt Sharp hanging on. Right now, he's sitting in the top 5, it looks. Second car on the outside in the number 45 car. Maverick Davis in the 39, though, I tell you what, he is an absolute bottom feeder tonight. He has not left that yellow line all race long. Pouring. Come on, Maverick. I know you're listening, bud. Maverick Davis is known for texting and driving out there. He takes his phone with him in the car. Usually responds in the chat. We got a 3-wide battle, though. How about Team BCI out of nowhere? JT Tinker on the outside with his teammate, Brian Samara. Who's going to get the run here? It's only 2 cars on the outside, but we got one loose. We got one. Goal. Carson George is going to junk it. Carson George probably just smoked the infield wall, but it's a 1-car incident, so we're staying green. We're still 3 wide here. These guys are racing hard already. They were getting bored. Nice to see. It was getting awful boring seeing single file racing here at Dega. But we're still 3 wide. At the line. Who's it going to be? It's going to be the bottom feeder of Maverick Davis. But Brianna Lavin in that middle lane, getting an awful lot of speed. Oh, no. JT Tinker, your race leader, the 93 on the outside. How about that, folks? Out of nowhere, Team BCI, they were looking slow. They almost got sent to the infield for being too slow and not reaching race minimum. Oh! We got a big pileup. All of our race leaders involved. They're outdooring. That's going to be almost the entire field getting collected. Oh, not good, folks. That's definitely going to be a caution. We're going to rewind it. What happened here? We're going to rewind this bad boy. That's all of our race leaders. We're going to rewind it. We're going to slow it down, and we're going to go to the blimp. We need to process all this information. So right now, let's rewind a little more, actually. Keep an eye here. I'm going to slow it down so we can really dive into this move. Who's at fault? Let us know in the chat what you're seeing. Uh-oh, I see the 45 coming down. The 79 came up into the 45, actually. That one's on Cody Curran. Ladies and gentlemen, Cody Curran causing everybody to junk it. It is confirmed in the booth. I'm telling you right now, Cody Curran's at fault right there. You see him on that inside line, not holding his lane. We're 3 wide. No margin of error here. Let's stop it. Hang on. I'm going to prove it to you. Rear chase cam. Cody Curran. Let me find him. Where's he at? Can't find him. Right here. Slow it down here. You got Cody Curran on that inside lane. We're 3 wide, folks. Remember this. There's not much room. You got Curran coming up there. Matt Sharp holds his line. Cody Curran just doors him and then gets in 11. So he's junking 2 cars at a time right there. Let's stop it. Go back to the blimp. Lay it again. So Lavin gets into Davis. Davis goes loose up into the wall. Smokes the wall. Brian Samara, nowhere to go. Junks it. The 30 of Frank Gatz was able to avoid it all, though. Going down low. He might have been the only car with no damage there. The 9 of Frank Warner. Yep, the 9 junks it. So literally, I have 1 car getting through this field, I think. Let's rewind it here. Hang on. Trying to confirm here. I know this is taking a while, folks, but don't worry. You're not missing anything. Slow it back down here. Keep an eye on that red car on the outside right now. I believe he gets clear all this wreck. So everybody except the 30 has been included. The red car on the outside made it through. Not sure that is. Sorry about that. Bad Fast Bobby Hadaway made it through in the 02. And how about that clown in the orange car? Hang on, folks. Look at that orange car in the back. He had all day to move or brake, and he just decides to plow into the field. Hang on here. Let's find him. Let's find him. Absolute clown call. Where is he at? Where's the 10 car? I don't see him. I don't know, folks. You're just going to have to look close. I can't find the 10 car here. Where is he? Where is that? Oh, that's who it is. It's Brandon Smith. Sorry, any Brandon Smith fans, but that was a clown move. Hang on. I'm going to zoom in just to prove it. Now, look at this. Look how much room he has. Here's the 10 car. You know, he's obvious. You know what? We're going to go on board just to prove it. Now, look. He sees the whole field junking it. So look, he's got all day. I mean, hang on. Let's rewind it now. So look, we're gonna keep this live. This is live speed. So right now, you're gonna see everybody wreck right now. He's staying in the gas. He never lifted. He just started lifting, and he decides to go right through the middle, and boom, just junks it. Didn't even try to avoid. Honestly, if I'm race control, I'm giving Brandon Smith an EOL. That's just a bonehead move. The 10 car just trying to part the sea there, junking whoever's in front of him. He doesn't care. But right now, Frank Gatz, going to be your race leader. How about that? Frank Gatz fan in the chat. Got to be awful happy. We're going to pull up our board here. Take a look at who's winning it. Take a look right there, folks. I'm going to check some messages here. Not much going on in the chat. Frank Gatz did put a comment in the chat. He's out there racing, and he's got his phone in the car. So he's going to be your race leader here. We're going to hit lap 20. Frank Gatz winning it right now. All he had to do is just avoid a wreck that included the entire field. No biggie for Frank. Frank's biggest fan in the chat rooting for him. NAOWO. That's a great username. I'm going to call you Now Wow. No clue. But he or she really rooting for you, Frank. You better not let him or her down. But I assume our racers probably have already pit while I was dissecting the replay, but you never know. You never know. Oh, sorry about that. Hang on. The camera angle messed up for you guys. Oh, they're on pit road right now, actually. Sorry about that. So let's take a look here. Pit lane finish. Who's coming out first here? I'm seeing that's... Yep, never mind. They've already left. So we're going to try to catch up here, see what's going on. We missed a lot watching the replay. Take a moment here. Your new race leader. Says it's Chris Vincent. Chris Vincent in the 33 car. Your race leader. Not sure if he pit or not. Sorry about that, folks. I'm going to take a look through my log here. Did the 33 pit? I'm trying to find out here for you. Give me one moment. I will let you know. Chris Vincent did not pit, I don't think. Looks like he stayed out there, did not pit. So we do have some cars that decided not to pit. Most of our cars decided to come down, though. But that's probably because their cars were junk. Oh, thanks to Cody Kern. Let's take a look. Let's give him a moment of shame like we did to the 49. Where is he at? Where are you at, Cody Kern? For junk in the field. Cody Kern. There he is. Cody Kern. Let's get a little close-up of him. Let's get a little close-up of Cody Kern. There he is in the 79 car. Junking everybody. We got our Hutchinson Motorsports drone right in front of his windshield. Moment of shame for Cody Kern. 79. If your favorite racer at home just got junked due to that pileup, it's all thanks to this man right here in the 79 car, Cody Kern. How about that, Cody Kern? Show his info here. Take a look. Cody Kern with no info. All we know is he's in a Chevy and he's junking people. No EOL for Cody Kern, though. How about that? He really dodged a bullet there. But we're going to go back to our leader here. Go up to the blimp. We're about to go green, actually, folks. Chris Vincent's going to take us green. With the Bat Fast Bobby Hadaway to his outside. Green flags out here. Lap 20 of 55. 51.50. Talladega race here. Chris Vincent, he got too good of a jump. He's going to lose some serious ground. As you may know, you got to be in a draft here. If you're not in a draft, you're slow. They're going to bunch up here. Definitely spaced out. I think everybody's going to be able to hang on to the draft. But right now here, we're on lap 21 of 55. Matt Byers in the 44 is going to try to push the 02. And the 02 says, later nerd, leaves Matthew Byers hung out to dry. Ditches him, drops down low. Matt Byers all by himself outside. I figure Matt Byers, he's going to drop back. Unless he gets some help. He's going to get some help here, it looks like. And that outside lane's finally catching up. The 51 of Andrew Marks out of nowhere with some help from the 45 of Matt Sharp. Outside lane trying to gather up, get some momentum. At the moment, the Bat Fast Bobby Hadaway 02 machine is your race leader. How about that? Bobby Hadaway leading a lap. I told you he'd be fast. Let's hop on board with your race leader, the Bad Fast, Bobby Hadaway. The Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, the 02 car. Bobby Hadaway. Nothing but clean air in front of him, getting a little push there. He seemed to get a little sideways. Getting an awful big push from the, who's behind him? Chris Vincent. Chris Vincent behind him. We're going to stay on board. Chris Vincent pushing awful hard. Let's zoom out. Outside lane, finally gaining some momentum. Matthew Byers trying to get some side draft. Little bit of ground made up here. The 51 Andrew Marks has a new paint job, and it looks pretty good, I might add. Take a look here. 51 Andrew Marks. How about that car, ladies and gentlemen? I like it. We're going to zoom back out. Uh-oh. 35 coming up. But plenty of room. Able to avoid disaster. That fast Bobby Hadaway. Oh, and Andrew Marks thinking of throwing it 3 wide. No help, though. Throws it outside. Doesn't get any help, but he's got one catching up to him. Are we going to have a 3 wide race for the lead? No help for Marks. He just hung himself out to dry. Andrew Marks. The leap of faith to throw it outside there, and the leap did not work out. He's going to drop back quick. Nobody wanted to go outside with him. The 35 is all over the place, folks. Who is that? 35 or Ross Johnson. He is giving no room. Wouldn't be shocked if we get another pile up if Ross Johnson keeps shooting up high. He's got a car to his outside. He's done it about 3 times now already, folks. I'm telling you, I would watch that side draft by the 35 because he's going to jump you. Get it again there. This man is all over. He is a hazard. The 35 is just trying to junk someone. He's a Canadian and he's racing like it, folks. Keep an eye on him here, folks. Watch him. 35. He's going to enter the corner. He's going to shoot low on the apron. He's going to go up high. He's all over. I'm telling you, he's going to junk somebody, folks. We're staying tuned right here for now because he's going to junk someone. We're going to zoom out, though, just in case somebody else junks someone. Watching through the field. We got Byers on the outside in that outside lane. Matthew Byers, your new race leader at the line. 33, still swerving all over the place. Boy, it's honestly a miracle that there hasn't been a wreck yet from this man. I think he's driving with one hand. And it's his non-dominant hand, it appears. Andrew Marks trying to throw it outside again. Didn't learn his lesson. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The 49 stuck in the middle. Let's keep an eye. Keep an eye here, folks. We're going to see some trouble here soon. I'm telling you right now. There's going to be some trouble. These guys are getting antsy already. Lap 25 of 55 here. Almost halfway home. There it is. The 35 gets into someone. Shocker. Not 35. Get off the track. You're terrible, buddy. Keep it still, buddy boy. It's not that difficult. Lap 26 here. 30, and there it is. He gets into Sharp. This guy's a clown. The 35 just junked Matt Sharp and everybody else. I called it, ladies and gentlemen. He's going on his hood. He deserves it. He deserves it. And he's still flipping. I called that laps ago, ladies and gentlemen. Watch him. Let's give him a moment of shame. Let's rewind it. We all know who's at fault. I mean, I called this how many laps ago? Boy, I just know what I'm talking about up here, folks. It's kind of incredible. We're going to stay right here on the 35 because we know we caused it. We'll slow it down, though, here shortly. Oh, hang on. Let's rewind it. I missed it. So, hang on. Let's go back a little further because I remember him dooring someone else. Hang on. So, there it is. He doors 44. Semi-doors him. So, watch. Watch him come up the track like he does every lap. Comes up out of nowhere. Terrible racing. So he doors two cars in one move there. Not too shabby, you know. And in his mind, though, he's like, you know what? I didn't junk the field, so the job's not done. So it stays green. You know, our racers save it. They're able to save it. 35's like, you know what? You guys save that? Well, let's see you save this. Next corner. Coming out like usual. Hang on. Oh, no, that's straight away. And right there. Just comes up. Junks him. Hang on. Now, might I add, so he smokes Sharp right here in the 45. So that 35 car comes up, smokes the 45. So he goes to the apron. He could save it right now if he wanted to, but no. He decides to just come right back up the track and door him. I'm telling you, get this man off the track. Terrible racing. That's going to collect most of the field. I mean, I'm not even going to go through who all that collected. If you were in the back, it probably got you. But we're going to go back live here. We're going to zoom out. And I'll tell you what, folks. Not even sure if I should say this or not, but after that move, there's going to be some serious discussions to park the 35 car. Not sure he's going to be back here next week. I'll just add that for you. 35 car might get parked. I'm going to check the chat. We got any chat fans out there? Anybody in the chat, what you got? Oh, somebody said not all Canadians drive like that. Well, maybe they do, maybe they don't. But that Canadian does drive like that. And I tell you what, it's not a good look when you got two Canadians in the field and one of them's driving like that. But we're under caution here. Lap 28. We're going to play some patented Hutchinson Motorsports music. These are some long caution laps, folks. Let us know in the chat what you think happened there in that wreck. Who was at fault? I mean, do I need to ask? I don't know. Hutchinson Motorsports patented music coming up next. Uh-oh, we got a comment from Franklin Gatz on the track. The 30 car of Frank Gatz says, If the 35 is still on the track, he'll be in the grandstands soon. That means Frank Gatz is going to junk him, folks. Let's keep an eye out. Love it. I love super speedway racing. We're going to watch some pit action here. Pit road action. The Bad Fast 02 car of Bobby Hadaway, still your race leader. A force to be reckoned with. Bobby Hadaway. That man. And not good news for you Matt Sharp fans at home. His race might be over. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Sharp, I think he's done. He is towed right now. We're going to see if he's able to fix it up. I don't know. If he is, he's going to be multiple laps down. We're going to see. I think he's done for, though, folks. Let's take a look at that junk car. Yeah, junk it is. There, Matt Sharp. Your hood is gone, buddy. That car is junk. Matt Sharp. Who else is junk? Cody Kern, your car is junk. Andrew Martz, your car, sir. Junk. Frank Warner, your car's beat up, but it's not junk. William Baker, that car looks an awful lot like junk. That concludes our junk cars, I think. That concludes our junk car session, folks. Get back up front here. Taking a look here. We are 1 to green, I think. Where is the 35 car? Speaking of junk. There he is, driving with no hood. He's going to be low on power, but the fan favorite Ross Johnson in the 35 car. He's going to drive an open-wheeled modified out here at Talladega. We got an open-wheeled modified out here. Let's see how fast he is. Trying to catch the field. I bet he's flat-footed it right now. Love it. You know what? I'm rooting for the 35 right now. Come on, Ross. Send it, bud. Who else can you take out? Who are you going to jump next? Oh, love it. Oh, we're going green. Green flags out here. Let's turn off this Hutchinson Motorsports music. Give me a moment. Oh, that's my favorite song. We are back green, though. Ladies and gentlemen, back green here. 5150 Series Racing. We had a couple pile-ups already. We're going to zoom out. Hang on. Sorry about that. Zoom out, see what's going on. Let's turn this off. Take that away. All right, our race leaders. And Matt Byer's going to shoot to the outside. Bud fast. Bobby Hadaway is going to lose the lead. Chris Vincent to the bumper. We got a slow car off the pace up here. Lap car coming up. Not sure who it is. He's riding the high side. Going to try and stay out of the way. He should be able to. They're single file. I mean, if he can't stay out of the way there, then I'm not sure what he's doing out there. 0-2 Bobby Hadaway's going to shoot to the outside. See if he can get a little bit of help. And that's the 79 car. Is that Cody Kern with his junk car? Open wheel modified. We got 2 open wheel modifieds out there right now. And Cody Kern just got into the wall there. Trying to stay out of the way, though. And he's able to do so. But right now, Matt Byers is your race leader. Taking a look. Matt Sharp is still down pit road park. Junk car and all. Matt Sharp. I ought to guess his night is over, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately for all the fans at home pulling for their guy. But the 35 just decided he wanted to junk you, and you got junked. 25 laps to go here. Matt Byers, your race leader. Chris Vincent has been teaming up with Byers all night long, and it's been working out pretty well for him. Go to the back just a little bit here. Team BCI still cruising back here. If you don't know, Team BCI is a 3-car team. The 93 of JT Tinker, the 53 of Brian Samara, and the 65. Or is that the... I don't even know what number he's. 63? I think he's a 63 of Aaron Poplin. No clue. Can't even tell. They're going so slow, I can't read the number. Going back up front, Chris Vincent pushing Matt Byers out even further. Boy, the 7 car's having an awful lot of trouble. He is all over the place. He's looking an awful lot like the 35 car. Keep an eye on him, though. There's a 35. Look how fast he is. That car's fast. See if the 7 car can figure it out here. Holding steady now. Just had a rough lap. He's good to go. Looking through the field, though. Not too much going on. Just your typical Talladega racing. And Chad White finally back to the front after getting hit into the wall earlier from William Baker. Worked his way up through the field. And he's up to 3rd place right now. How about that? How about Chad White? There's Frank Gatz in the 30 car right now. Let's hop on board and watch some of these racers. In the Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view, there's Chad White. Chad White, let's show some information here. We got no information for Chad White, no clue where he's from, but he's that fast. Dropping back, Chris Bishop from Muncie, Indiana. Riding in that outside lane right now. And we got Patrick Pruitt, no information. JT Tinker out of the Carolinas, cruising in the back of his teammates. And there's Frank Gatz with no information, no clue where he's from as well. A lot of these guys won't fill out this survey. It's a quick survey. They don't care. I don't know what Treadwell's thinking here. Treadwell was thinking of throwing it too wide underneath the yellow line. That wouldn't work out. We got Carson George up here. Carson George out of Stafford, Virginia. Chris Vincent here out of Holman, Wisconsin, sitting in 2nd place right now. Refuses to leave that bumper of Matthew Byers. And your race leader, Matthew Byers, out of Mississippi. How about that, folks? You don't see too many people out of Mississippi. But we got Matt Byers, one of the best sim racers in the world. The 44 car, he's bad fast. I swear, this man can drive anything. But not too much else going on here. We got 21 to go here. We're more than halfway home. Who's going to take it home tonight? Uh-oh. We got a couple cars going to the infield. I know Carson George was one of them. Let's rewind. Take a look. Who did he collect with him? It's the 48 of Brian Treadwell. Got thrown to the infield. And Treadwell just keeps it floored. Oh, God, he almost junked someone. But, hey, he's probably kept up with the field doing that. How about that save from Brian Treadwell, folks? Impressive. Oh, he did lose the draft, unfortunately. Let's rewind. I got to see this, folks. Let's rewind. Hang on. Here it is. Yep, George just comes down into him. Never lifted. Look at the RPM meter. Treadwell never lifts. Hey, he lifts a tad. Now, you know what? I don't think he did. Brian Treadwell never lifted there at all. Unbelievable save from Treadwell. Almost kept the draft. That would have been impressive. But we're going to go back live here. Go back up front. What's going on here? Matt Byers, still your race leader. 19 to go here. 19 laps left in your 5150 Xfinity Series racing. We're at Talladega. Friday night racing here, presented by Hutchinson Motorsports. It doesn't get better than Hutchinson Motorsports, folks. Uh-oh. Oh, that's net code right there. There was plenty of room between them, and you saw Frank Gatz get shot down in the infield. That is no fault of the drivers there, folks. There was plenty of space between the two racers. That's called net code. When the game forces you down low, and really there was nothing there. But he's able to keep the draft, so no big deal, no harm, no foul for the 30 car. Nothing changing up front here, though. Got the 14 car, Chris Bishop, sitting in the 3rd spot right now. Been sneaky fast all night long. We're going to go up to that lip. Give you another angle to look at. Here's our racers right here. We got the bad fast Bobby Hadaway in the 02 car. He's been rocking that outside line all night long. One of the few to be doing it. Oh, and how about Frank Gatz? He's trying to throw it 3 wide all by himself. That move's not going to work, folks. I'll tell you it's not. Because by the time you turn up there, you've already lost your momentum. He's got no help behind him. I don't blame him for trying, though. Frank Gatz is trying to wheel it back up to the front. He got some damage on the rear of his car. You see right there in the 30 car. But he doesn't care. He's racing harder than anybody out. Going to the back. The two cars that send each other to the infield here, trying to work together, trying to keep pace. Unfortunately, they've lost the draft. That's Brian Tyrrell. Keeping an eye out, though. Trying to find a new camera angle for you. Give me one moment. We got a lap car catching up here. Who's that going to be? No clue. We'll find out shortly. Hopefully they can get out of the way because we got some hard racing right now. They better go to the apron or they might cause a pileup. They're going to go up by the wall. Try and get out of the way. That's Cody Curran in the 79 car with the open wheel modified. Staying out of the way, nice and smooth. Cody Curran. He's just logging laps, trying to earn some points with that jump car. These guys are racing hard. We got some bump drafting going on. Let's zoom in. Look at that. Look how hard the 33 is pushing the 44. Chris Vince has been doing a great job tonight, really pushing Matt Myers out to victory here so far. Still 16 to go. Not too much else going on here. Let's keep it tuned. Uh-oh, 59 getting a little loose. Ivan DeChamps. In the outside lane. Oh, gosh. Ivan DeChamps. I'm not going to lie. I saw that coming. Matt Myers is able to save it, though. What a move. And DeChamps trying to be a hero. Will he lift? Staying in it. I don't know if he's going to keep the draft. He should lose the draft. He will. We'll going back up front. Frank Gatz really capitalized off that mistake there by DeChamps. Frank Gatz up to the bottom lane here. Sitting in 2nd spot right now. Pushing Chad White. I tell you what, Frank Gatz, he's driving harder than anybody. I don't suspect him to be pushing much longer. He's going to be throwing a move for the leads. I guarantee it. He is not a patient man, Frank Gatz, in that 30 car. Very impatient, but he is fast. We're going to see what he wants to do here. When's he going to throw a move? As soon as he can get some help, I guarantee he's going to be throwing it outside. We're single file up front, though. We're going to let our racers catch each other back up, and then I'm sure there will be a second line. But in the meantime, this is what we got. We got some single file racing down on the bottom line. And they're about to catch. I think that's Cody Curran again. He must be way off pace. He's getting lapped about every 5 laps or so. In the meantime, though, Chad White, your race leader in the 28 car, Frank Gatz right behind him, and Matt Myers not too far back in 3rd. 13 to go here at Talladega. Let's hop on board with someone here. Let's change it up here. Let's give someone else some TV time. Who we got? Here's Hunter Terpstra, the other Canadian in the field. The one that hasn't jumped the whole field. The outside line finally making something happen. And speaking of which, there's Frank Gatz on the outside up front. I told you, folks, Frank Gatz is not a very patient driver. He's wanting to go, and it's going to cost him. He's going to lose a lot of ground doing that. Terpstra lifts to let his teammate down in. 7-car Patrick Pruitt, that is Terpstra's teammate. You see Terpstra let him back in the line there. Unfortunate decision there for Frank Gatz. Frank Gatz in patience really cost him. Ended up losing about 3 spots there. Not the end of the world, but I'm sure it's not what he wanted to have happen. But we're mostly single file because unfortunately anytime somebody tries to go outside, they don't get enough help. But don't you worry, folks. Once we get near the end of this race, these guys, it's going to be a hornet's nest, I tell you what. They're going to be throwing it 3 wide the first chance they get. We won't be having single file racing too much longer. I can promise you that. Looking through the chat here, not too much going on here. Let's see here. I missed a few. Andrew Mark said his car is junk. That was true, it was. He said the 35 needs to get off the track. I agree. Someone else, Lucas Domini said park the 35. Maverick Davis said it's a shame that the 35 car is on track. None of these racers are very happy with the 35 car. Partially my fault probably, because I really dissected that wreck he caused. But I mean, I saw it coming. Looking for we got Frank Gatz's, must be Frank Gatz's wife or girlfriend or something, really pulling for him. Frank Gatz, you need to get up there. You're really letting your significant other down. You need to get on the gas, bud. You need to win this thing for him or her. But we're going to switch this up here. Trying to make, Frank Gatz trying to throw it outside again. Just no help. No help to be had right now, bud. You're just going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait, my friend. Nowhere to go. Who's going to be the one to do it? It's a leap of faith. You're going to need to shoot it out there and hope someone follows you. And it looks like Terpstra and his teams are going to do it. Going to the outside. See if they can get a run going. The 7 and the 21. And it's not going to work out. The 7 kind of went too high there, it looked like. Not sure what happened. Just not a great start to form that lane. So in the meantime, we're going to continue to be bottom feeders here. Coming to the start-finish line. 9 laps to go here. Chad White, your race leader, followed by Matt Byers and Chris. I'm telling you though, folks, just be patient. These guys aren't going to be conforming to single file much longer. Especially once we get to 2 or 3 to go. But Frank Gatz, he is just dying to go. You can tell. He's looking to go outside. Oh, we're getting a push on the outside line. Oh, they changed their mind. I thought Terpstra and Pruitt were going to do it. You can tell they're dying to. But we're coming to the start finish with 8 laps to go. Nothing changing much here. Frank Gatz in that 30 car. He's just waiting to pounce. He really needs that 0-2 of Bobby Hadaway to get up on his bumper and help him out. Bobby Hadaway leaving way too much space between the 2 cars. Look how hard he is pushing that 14 car. We might be getting a wreck soon, guys. These guys are bump drafting pretty hard right now. Uh-oh. Speaking of, there it is. I called it. They were able to save it, though. Very impressive. I'd say let's rewind it, but we're getting awful close. I actually missed it. I was trying to mess with my cameras. I'm not sure what happened. I'm guessing Frank Gatz pushed him too hard. That's just my guess, but once again, I didn't see it. You know what? Let's do a quick rewind. Hurry up. Yep. You see the 30 of Frank Gatz just bone drafting here. Yep, that's on the 30 of Gats. He just pushed him too hard. I saw that coming. Gats is getting very impatient. Unfortunately, junks him. But it is what it is. We got 7 laps to go. The top 3 has not changed. See if Bobby Hadaway can tag onto that pack. I think he can. As you see here, we got 3 racers in a pack. Bobby Hadaway not too far behind, but I'm not sure if he'll be able to hang on to that draft. I think he can. I think he's going to be able to hang on to that draft. He might get a run, honestly. We'll see. Let's drop back a little bit. And our second pack's forming here. We're going to have a 2-pack battle here. Not sure if this pack's going to be able to run that one down. But only one way to find out. And try and stay glued to both here. Make sure we don't miss anything. Honestly, these 3 need to stay patient, stay single file, because if they go double file, that backpack's going to be coming and they're going to catch up. But at this moment, it's really a 4-car race. Bobby Hadaway is in that draft. Uh-oh, not good news. The backpack has decided to go too wide. Not a smart call, because that's going to slow him down. They have no chance. Patrick Pruitt in the 7 car, you need to fall in the line, bud. You're really screwing that entire pack right now. You need to get in the line as soon as possible. You can't really screw around much longer, and he just simply doesn't care. He says, I'm taking all you bozos with me. Patrick Pruitt slowing them all down. Good job, Pat. These 4 really appreciate it. They're going to finally get in a single file here, mostly. But how big of a gap we got? We got about a 2-second gap between the 2 packs. That's going to be tough to make up. Especially with these 3 up front here. They've been working together all day long. They've been very patient. 5 laps to go. Not sure they're going to be able to run them down. But it does appear that second pack is actually gaining ground right now, I think. Not by much. Looks like they're about 1.5 seconds off. Let's keep an eye out right here. I'm going to keep it right here. See what they got for him. I'm watching the ticker right now. At the moment, Brian Samara is 1.6 seconds behind the race leader. We'll stay glued to that and see if that changes much. Crossing the line, Brian Samara. Hang on, I missed it. We will see soon. Hang on, folks. There's our front pack right there. 4-car pack. That second pack is coming in quick. They really need to get on one another's bumper. And I think they're going to catch him, folks. It looks like they're going to be able to catch him. Because once Samara is able to get onto that back draft, they're just going to run him down. It's looking good for him. There's only 3 laps left, but this is going to be interesting to see. So we got a 4-car pack up front, and then we got a 6-car pack running them down quick. This pack's going to get a run, and you're going to see some cars throw it outside, I promise you. So get ready, folks. This pack's run's coming. They're going to be tagging onto that draft, and they're going to be flying. I guarantee Samara's going to be throwing it outside. One of these 4 are definitely going to throw a block. They would be ignorant not to. Here they come, folks. We're going to stay glued on Samara. Samara looking for some help from Terpstra. 0-2 trying to throw a late block. Not successful. I don't know how you didn't see him coming. You had all day. Wasn't able to do it. Samara on the outside. Samara's got a great shot to take this race home. We got some serious lap traffic up, though. It's going to cause a big wrench. It's going to throw a wrench into this, folks. This could get ugly. We're going to stay up in the blimp here. Cody Curran trying to stay out of the way. He's able to. We got 2 others, though. Are they going to do the same? Yes, they are. For now. Hopefully they don't come down. Yep, we're good. So we're going to have a battle here. We're coming to the white flag here soon. Keeping an eye out. See if that outside lane can regain that momentum they just lost. Terpstra pushing Samara. Pushing him. Uh-oh. That's going to be a caution. That's a caution right before the white flag. That's unfortunate for the top 3. Not sure what happened there. Samara, not sure if he got turned or what happened. Samara just looked like he got loose, honestly. So I'm slowing it down for us here. Plenty of space there. Terpstra didn't turn him. Plenty of space between them. Uh-oh. The 0-2 came up. Bad Fast Bobby Hadaway decided to junk him. Unfortunate there, though. Samara actually had a really good shot at that race. Having a great run. Oh, hang on. Sorry about that. Let's slow it down. No, that wasn't what I wanted. It's not cooperating, folks. Sorry about this. Yep, you just see the 0-2 come up there. It's clear as day. 0-2 caused that. Junks the 53 right before the start finish. And you know, if the white flag would have been out, we would have had to finish the race. So that's literally moments before. We would have had to finish the race. It would have stayed green, but moments before the white flag, we get that caution. Hopefully Samara has a faster pair. We're going to keep an eye out on him. Where is Brian Samara? Keeping an eye on Samara here. We're going to get a green-white checkered, folks. Brian Samara, hopefully he's got a faster pair. He's going to come down pit road. He's got a faster pair. We'll be able to tell. Tough finish there for Samara. He was the lead car in that outside lane. They were finally gaining some momentum. Terpstra was pushing him well. And unfortunately, Bad Fast Bobby Hadaway decided to junk him. He's going to pull it in here, folks. And they're working on the car. He does not have a faster pair. If he had a faster pair, it would have just disappeared. So Brian Samara, he's going to have to work on the car. Probably optional repairs. Hopefully they're able to fix it. Not sure if that thing will be back up to speed, but we will see. Samara's the only one that elected to come down pit road, it appears. So we're going to, hang on, let's take a look here. So we got 12 cars on the lead lap. Not sure if Treadwell has got a lucky dog yet. If he does, that would make him the 13th car on the lead lap. Take a look what Treadwell's doing. I think he did. I think Ryan Treadwell got a lucky dog. That's going to put 13 cars on the lead lap. Just what Brian Treadwell needed. It really revives him here in this race. He was a lap down. It was basically over for him. He's finally back in it, though. And you never know what can happen here. Super Speedway Racing, green-white checkered, 13th place. I honestly wouldn't be shocked if he came back up front. Chad White is stopped on the speedway. Guess he's waiting for the field to catch him. Oh, they're going to wait for the pace car, I believe. Hopefully nobody runs into him. What happened? Said there's a wreck on the track. Nope, they just parked. Everybody stopped, so I thought there was a wreck. Thankfully, there was not. Wasn't sure if there was a caution wreck. That wouldn't have been good. But right now, Chad White, your race leader, followed by Matt Byers, Chris Vinson, Hunter Terpstra, Patrick Pruitt, and JT Tinker. So our field bunching back up here. I think we'll be going one to green, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see. We got a couple guys electing to come down pit road, maybe get some fresh tires, fix a little bit of damage. That's the 0-2 Bobby Hadaway, and I think that's Chris Vinson, maybe. 2 cars coming down here. Racers coming to the 1 to green, I believe. Yep, 1 to green. Matt Byers going to take that outside lane. See what we can get here on the finish. We'll be going green. We got a green-white checkered finish here. Who's going to take home the checkered? Talladega 5150 Xfinity Series Racing presented by Hutchinson Motorsports. Let's take a quick moment here. Show our sponsors. Show all these great sponsors we have. There they are, our sponsors. That's right, folks. Firestone. Firestone is actually an official 5150 sponsor. They are our tire provider, and that's why these guys can run on these tires so long. If we had Goodyears out there, they'd be junking them left and right. They'd be blowing tires. They'd be running into the wall. But nope, not on these Goodyears. These things could last an eternity. Rumor has it that most of these teams actually take these tires home and they use them the following week. That's just how great these tires are. Like, they'll just last forever. Firestone tires, the best of the best. It just doesn't get better. But we're going to stay glued here. We're going to have a green-white checker to finish this race. Can't wait to see it. I'm going to take a look at the chat here. Did we miss anything? Not too much yet. Not too much going on. Not too much in the chat, so we're going to keep it glued here. Give me one moment. Change up the camera angle. All right, you're going to be seeing the pace. You know what? Let's go to the blimp. We don't want to miss anything. These guys, I'm telling you, they're going to get crazy. You're going to see seeing it 3 wide. You're going to see some crazy moves here. $13 cars on the lead lap. Who's going to take home the checker? Pace car is going to pull it in. We're going to have, once again, a green-white checker coming up here at Talladega for some 5150 Xfinity Series racing. The field's going to bunch it up. They better get up there quick. A lot of gaps I'm seeing. Not looking good for that outside line. Look at all those gaps. That outside lane will have no momentum. You need to bunch it up. That's terrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. Racing, if you're on the outside lane, you're horrible. You're terrible and you're junk. You're slow. So the inside lane, obviously going to get the momentum here. Just common sense. We got some guys that don't know how to super speedway race, it appears, folks. And you're going to see everybody dive to the bottom because why wouldn't you? You got a bunch of people, you know, leaving 3 car lengths in between one another. You're not going to get a run. So everybody going to have to be a bottom feeder. We got Hunter Terpstra pushing the hell out of Chad White. Probably going to wreck him. We're going to see. Staying glued here. Guys switching lanes. There's Frank Gatz being impatient, like usual. Dropping high. I'm sorry, going high. Dropping low. He's all over. Inside lane is where to be right now, folks. These guys are going to gain momentum, and they're going to be throwing it out there. Just wait. Right now, Chad White, he's going to take the white flag. White flag's out. We're going to finish, folks. This is going to be a finish. No cautions here on out. Who's going to take it home? White flag's out. Right now, Chad White in front. Hunter Terpstra behind him. Matt Byers, followed by JT Tinker. It's anyone's race right now in the top 5. Just wait. Just wait till the second line forms. You're going to be seeing blocks thrown. There's the first of it. The 2 BCI cars go outside. Tinker and Poplin. See if they can get a run out there. Not sure they're going to be able to. Chad White's race to win right now. We're going to keep an eye. Terpstra's really got no... Oh, Terpstra's... Uh-oh. Chad White still out front. Going to throw a block. Chad White still out front. Going to throw a block low. Who's going to win it? It's going to be a drag race at the line. We got him junking. Chad White's going to take it home in the 28. The 28 car of Chad White. He's your race winner, followed by Matt Byers. Ladies and gentlemen, what a finish. Let's take a rewind here. Take a rewind here. Slow it down here. Dissect what happens once again here. So Frank Gatz, of course, he's going to throw it inside. In the 30 car, kind of bumps the 44 up. 44 is able to save it. Frank Gatz staying into the throttle here. What happens? And the 30, that's on Gatz. Gatz just comes up and junks Tinker. Frank Gatz spins as well. Honestly, he probably deserved it the way he was racing tonight, folks. I know there's fans of him at home, but boy, he was a madman out there. But he wasn't as bad as the 35. I'm not saying Frank Gatz is a bad racer. He's a great racer. He did exactly what he wanted to do out there. He's just very aggressive. But, I mean, I don't blame him there, honestly. You're coming to take the checkered flag. So let's hang on. Watch the burnout here of Chad White. We're going to get him up here for an interview. There's our official results there on the board. Let's see if I can find them here. Looking through here. Okay, so our top 3, Chad White, Matt Byers, and Hunter Terpstra. We'll start off with our 3rd place finisher, Hunter Terpstra. Hunter, Blake up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Hey, Okay, so you took home third place. Not too shabby. You know, you were kind of hanging in the back most of the race, but you were able to find your way up front and take home a third place.
Yeah, at the beginning of the race, I made a mistake and I was just stuck at the back, so I didn't get involved in that first one. I almost made it through the second one completely, got a little bit of damage, and then was just waiting from there. And at the end there, I was just making sure I was gonna push Chad as long as I could, and then I was gonna make the move at the very end. So it was either gonna be me or him winning.
Yeah, it seemed like he kind of got boxed in there halfway through the white flag lap. So really nowhere for it to go until at the very end. And unfortunately, Chad White just had the spot to be in.
Yeah, we were pushing in practice and we had the top 2 times, so I said right before our restart, I said we just have to do the same thing we did in practice and be the fastest 2 on track and we'll win this thing.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, we had 24 cars out there. You can't complain about a third place finish. I mean, not too shabby. So if you got any shout outs, go ahead and let them go.
Yeah, today was a good day. Won the Super Pseudo Championship and then top 3 here, just a good day all around. I want to thank all my sponsor and my teammates at Hemophilia Racing. It's been a great season. Win last week, and now a good finish here and a championship today. This has been just a good few weeks for us.
Well, great job out there tonight, Hunter. Once again, you know, taking home a championship and a third place finish here in the Xfinity Series. So great job tonight.
Thank you, guys.
That was Hunter Terpstra, the third place finisher. Let's go ahead and pull up Matt Byers. We're getting used to talking to Matt Byers because he's just the man. Hang on. Matt, Blake up in the booth. You got me?
Got you, Blake.
Boy, me and you are just becoming buddies, aren't we? Because I swear every week I'm pulling you up here.
Yeah, that's a fun ending. That's a good race. A lot of good racing.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great run. You know, Chad White, he just had a great spot to be in, threw some great blocks there at the end. But, I mean, you definitely had a run, and you were giving a run for his money there at the finish.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's always fun working with Chad. Yeah, I was just happy to finish second, really, because I made a mistake off turn 2 and let the BCI guys get to my outside, and at that point I kind of knew my race was over for winning, so I was like just trying to get what I could.
Yeah, I mean, you were definitely out front all night long. So, I mean, it definitely wasn't a fluke that you took home second place. But it was great to see you here with a good finish.
Yeah, I'm glad I could avoid the big ones. I had to pull out early because I had way too much tape on the grill. That might have been a good thing, 'cause I was going to miss the big ones.
Yeah. Well, before you go, I mean, you got any shout outs or anything to say?
I just like to thank all my friends for watching and the broadcast and all the league for holding another good race. That was fun.
Yeah, well, great job again, Matt Byers. I'm sure you'll be back up here next week, most likely. So I'll talk to you then, man. Great job.
I hope so. Thank you.
Matt Byers, your second place finisher. And last but definitely not least, your winner of tonight's race, Chad White. Let's go ahead and get him up here. Chad, Blake up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Hey, how about that finish? Threw some great blocks at the end. Able to take home the checkered.
Yeah, it was good. Once I got out front, just like Atlanta, I was able to stay out front. So, and thanks to Hunter and Matthew for pushing me on that. That was big help.
For sure. I mean, you know, the end of the race, you were definitely the car to beat there in the last, 5 or 10 laps, and definitely showed it at the end.
Yeah, I wish I could have been a little bit more aggressive throughout the race, but I ended up having to use a fast repair really early because I got walled, so I just rode around back. But once I cycled to the front, I was able to just stay up there. It's pretty good.
Yeah, great job out there. Don't really have anything else to say. If you got any shout outs or anything else to say, go ahead and let it be heard.
Yeah, like I said earlier, just shout out to Hunter and Matthew because they pushed me all night long and they seemed like they were pretty committed. I know Hunter went for it at the end of it, but that's what you got to do at these races. But yeah, shout out to those two.
All right, Chad. Well, great job out there tonight. That was a great burnout you did too. So we definitely hope to see you back up here soon.
Yep. Thank you, man.
Great job, man. That was Chad White, your race winner here. Talladega 5150 Xfinity Series Racing presented by Hutchinson Motorsports. That'll conclude our broadcast, folks. Next week, we're going to be back. Same place, same time. Not sure where we're at, but hell, I just show up to the races and I chill out in the booth. And I hope you had a great time because I sure did. But in the meantime, though, if you can hop over to facebook.com/Hutchinson Motorsports, give us a follow, give us a like. We got some iRacing stuff on there and our real life racing team info gets posted to that page. And with the real season kicking off here soon, there's definitely going to be a lot of content. So if you haven't already, please go like our page. We appreciate you tuning in tonight, though, and we hope that you come back next time. For Hutchinson Motorsports, I'm Blake.